Well, this is a special message to all of our parishioners 65 and over. On this Sunday, the Solemnity of Corpus Christi, Stage 4 of the Governor's Back on Track Indiana plan goes into effect, slightly opening our state even more. So one of the things he does is loosen the language that he directs towards Hoosiers 65 and over, urging you at this point to exercise caution when making decisions about going outside and participating in gatherings. And with that in effect, here at Christ the King, we'll start doing something new this Sunday, the 14th. And so after the last Mass, between 1:30 and 2 p.m., we will distribute communion to any parishioner who comes by and has watched the Mass on TV. So after watching Mass on TV, come to the church between 1:30 and 2. We'll ask you to wear a mask and observe social distancing and other guidelines, but you'll be able to come and receive the Blessed Sacrament.
Some of you may decide to return to Mass as restrictions loosen. Others may decide to stay home and watch Mass on TV and then come to receive communion Sunday afternoon. And still others may decide to stay home until conditions improve. Whatever you decide, we will do our very best to keep you connected to our parish community.
Please know that our recommendations are solely based on the best available information that has been provided by public health authorities. Specifically, the Back on Track Indiana plan states that Hoosiers 65 and older are at a higher risk of contracting COVID-19 and should limit their exposure outside their home.
There are many reasons why our parishioners over the age of 65 feel isolated during this time, but we know that one of the biggest reasons is your love for the Eucharist. The faith among our older parishioners is very strong and inspiring, and it hurts that they will be one of the last who are recommended to return to Mass.
We know that watching a live stream of the Mass and spiritual communion are not substitutes for the tangible gift of Christ in the Eucharist. The Eucharist is the tangible way of receiving Christ's gift of himself. Even more striking is that this gift was given just hours before his crucifixion. Wanting to receive the gift of the Eucharist, but not being able to, is a large cross to bear when one centers their life around it. We know as Catholics that the Eucharist nourishes our faith, yet at this time we are asking you to take up the cross and deny yourself of this gift. It is absolutely justified, with the dangers that COVID can impose, that you wait for this precious gift a bit longer so that you can remain safe.
We're looking at ways to connect our seniors with the Eucharist, but we're being careful in consulting healthcare professionals. We don't want to unintentionally do something that puts your health at risk or makes the pandemic worse in our own neighborhood.
We've been doing our absolute best to try to stay in touch with all of you virtually until all of this returns back to normal. But we know that it's been really hard, and we know that it's just not the same.
We welcome any suggestions you may have to help us keep you connected.
But until we are all back together again at Mass, please know how much we miss you. Our parish is not the same without you present with us.
We hope that this new option for receiving communion beginning this Sunday helps ease some of the pain and frustration that you've experienced going without the Blessed Sacrament for this long. And for those of you who will still choose to stay home and not come by and receive the Blessed Sacrament at this time, please know that you too are in our prayers. God bless you all.